the philosophy of Firdaus, the meaning of Firdaus, where it comes from. And it says, the rivers meet and it reveals the essence of soul.
Being an all-female orchestra is a strong statement. It's a message to break the stereotype.
I joined the Firdaus Orchestra about 2 years ago.
I have a very quick announcement, guys. After the show is done, please wait backstage. We will be taking some photos.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
The orchestra came about in the summer of 2019 when Ya Rahman and Reem al-Hashimi met and they were talking about starting an orchestra for Expo, and they decided why not a women's orchestra and give opportunities to people in the region, like people from Lebanon and Syria and all of these places who have quite strong actually music schools, but maybe are restricted because of politics and all of these different things. Because of this process, there is now, I think, a category in the visa where you can say you're a musician. This didn't exist before. It's not something that really comes to your mind, right? But it's all important stuff and important parts of building the culture and the opportunity for this kind of job in the UAE.
We are from 23 nationalities, which means we are different cultures, the different music styles.
I love to hear Arabic language, French language. We have a lot, Slavic languages.
I think part of the beauty of this experience is that we get to play with women in all different phases of their life. You have women that have been playing professionally for 30 years. You have really, really new, 16 and 18-year-olds, that are just starting their careers. And you get to see that the love of music, regardless of the background that you have, the education that you have, you can tell that everyone that's here really cares about what they're doing.
Managing 52 women is kind of insane because I'm a mother, a counselor, a therapist, a friend, a manager. I've learned way more than I ever expected to learn in this position.
In the rhythm and percussion section, we're such a mixed bag because we've got Ariel who plays many instruments, then we've got the drummer, we've got an electric bass, we've got the acoustic guitar, we've got the harpist, we've got
Arabic drums,
we've got the Arabic percussion, 2 of them. We've got the Arabic instruments,
sitar,
keyboard, and piano. So you can imagine what it is like. It is fun. We have sectionals where we decipher the music, we break it down, we break it into the different parts and who's doing which part, and we go through it. We go through the problems in the music. We try to find solutions.
Actually I have to lead a string group and orchestra itself. And I really enjoy these. All of them are very beautiful soloists. But when it comes to playing the group, it's something different. For example, you have to maintain sound, 6 violins have to be sounds like 1, which is difficult.
It's also balancing the energy that people bring with them every day. And then also that energy sometimes comes from what has happened maybe at home. It's not only about the music, it's about being able to be there for each person as they're going through life, and then making sure that, okay, whatever they're going through, still when we come together, we get the music going.
I think our instruments were historically designed in a more intimate setting, to be played in a more intimate setting. Every piece that the orchestra is given in our repertoire, we kind of get to experiment and be okay, well, if there's a qanun part, how are we going to make this work? If there's an I part, how are we going to make it shine? If there's buzz, oud, sitar even, how are we going to give each instrumentalist an opportunity to really demonstrate the beauty of their tradition in context of a completely different musical genre.
So they haven't put us in a box of what a traditional orchestra has to be, where we play classical, but then we play Arabic, Indian music, and have all these different guest artists and instruments in our orchestra. art of Firdaus is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
It was so validating and so exciting, and really solidified that there is a potential for this kind of art in the UAE. Like, it's not something that's so niche as people think it is.
I really hope that we send a message of love and unity, and we really hope that also by performing such different music composed from different parts in the world, that we can really take this as an example for a better future.
We hope we can be like a good example, example of musicians, Oriental musicians, and if we can like show our instrument in the best way possible.
My biggest hope for the orchestra is for people, especially young people, to come and see and watch us play and know that this is a possible future for them. The sound of Firdaus will continue on and we'll be there.